Over the weekend, 2 gas balloon pilots shattered 2 world records, traveling more than 6,000 miles. Well, one of those pilots was Troy Bradley, and as Maggie Ruley found out, he passed along those high-flying skills to his kids.
15-year-old Savannah Bradley and her 12-year-old brother Bobby aren't waiting to get their driver's license. They're thinking bigger.
Okay, much bigger. They're 4th-generation hot air balloon pilots. Flying is kind of in their genes.
My first balloon ride was when I was 5 months old.
I was 11 months old.
Floating around the skies before they were even old enough to walk. Now they're working hard to become certified by the Federal Aviation Administration as pilots before they're even old enough to drive a car.
There you go. That was kind of graceful, right? A little bit.
For my first balloon ride ever, I wasn't worried at all, even with my small fear of heights.
Wave to the camera. Ah!
These 2 pros have been doing this for a long time. In fact, back in 2009, Bobby even broke a record.
It's not actually recorded in any record books because they don't want people to strive to do things younger and younger without proper training, but I was the youngest person to solo in a hot air balloon at the age of 9.
The balloon he flew in was specifically made for him. It was much smaller because the law prevents anyone under the age of 14 from flying alone in a standard-sized balloon.
I was ecstatic and it was just a great feeling to be up in the air all on my own.
A hot air balloon works by heating air with the burner and capturing it in the balloon, which is actually called the envelope. Because warm air weighs less than cool air, it rises up. When the balloon captures enough warm air, it pulls the basket filled with people up with it. But there is no way to steer the balloon, so we're at the mercy of the winds.
I just like the adventure of it, and you never know where you're going to land, and you always fly over somewhere different.
We flew thousands of feet above the city of Albuquerque, a place that many people call the hot air balloon capital of the world. That's because every fall, thousands of people flock to New Mexico to attend the International Balloon Fiesta. But with open skies, great weather, and miles of open lands, tourists like me come year-round looking for rides.
It's a lot of fun to share it with new people and see their smile on their faces when they're up in the air with us.
Once an open space is found for a safe landing, the pilot releases some of the heated air out of flaps at the top, and the cooler air brings the balloon back down to the ground again.
That was beautiful. Ah.
So after Savannah got me back down in one piece, it got me wondering.
Who's a better flyer, you or your brother?
I think we're both really good pilots, but I think my brother's better than me.
That is so kind. Hey, you landed me, so I think you're doing a pretty good job.
Packing up the balloon was a bit harder, but the sibling duo made quick work of it, with a little help from their parents. Just another day in the life of the Bradley family, but then it was into the truck and off to school. This time, Mom and Dad drove. Maggie Ruley, Channel 1 News.
That looked pretty cool, Maggie.